Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time you're watching, you're going to watch that my voice is not going to be syncing up with whatever's on the screen because when I recorded, the audio that is showing up in audio bars and OBS decided to not record for whatever reason. So we're going to sit here and do a little bit of a voiceover through Horde Night. I could have scrapped the episode, but Horde Night was involved. So yeah, we're gonna run through real quick, and it's gonna just be a quick overview, the key points that really mattered. Let's get into it. So here, yeah, we're starting off. We're doing the fetch clear that we're gonna do in the desert. You know, a little bit of the redemption aspect of our lives here. So we're just cruising around. You know, it really sucks we lost the audio, but it is what it is. So this POI was not overly crazy to get through. It was, unfortunately, it really showed that sometimes I do know what I'm doing. And it was a very streamlined POI. So you're gonna see here, dick shots always gonna work. If you're having a problem with a zombie, go for the dick shots. And there wasn't too many instances where I really got myself pinched up in a corner. You know, comp went down pretty darn easily. Geez, Steve, maybe you're not as good at this game as you thought you were. But yeah, this is the only mutated dude that really caused any sort of problem. As far as mutated people go. So we finally make it up to the rooftop here, and I was expecting things to really go downhill really quick. So yeah, spikes go down. You know, typical do. I did not have many on me, only like 7 spikes. Force birds being annoying. So we're gonna wreck these dudes here. And again, if you look at the compass, I'm like, holy crap, like things about to go down. But the combination of spikes, having our decent weapons, and finally progressing, you know, worked out pretty well. Now this is the only part where the second only part where my butthole kind of chocolate starfished on me a little bit here. So we're just cruising through like, all right, not that big of a group of enemies. And then holy moly, big fellers are coming around the corner. And this is where I really put together the fact that crotch shots really take down some zombies. So you'll see here in a second. Boom. Start taking these guys. If you guys are ever in a pinch, you gotta remember, aim low. Nothing will take a dude down faster than a shot to the nads. So these guys, they eventually go down pretty easily, and it's really nice compared to like the previous episodes where we're not so confined that, you know, big shot, that I get myself pinched off too quick. My health didn't lose a whole lot of health. So finally the last segment up here. Again, easy peasy. Open area, did not get myself pinched off. These guys went down pretty darn well. Except for this dude tried to get sneaky and then, you know. Nurse Jackie made a comment, you know, you're supposed to be helping people, not harming them. And that was the banana. So now we have to go talk to the trader. We're going to skip on through here, go through the loot real quick. A lot of ammunition, and this is where I'm like, do I put the ammo on, or the laser sight on the rifle or the shotgun? Put on the shotgun, I've been using that a lot lately. Nudie magazine? Nope, vitamins. Pop the vitamins. Nudie magazine? Nudie magazine day. So yeah, pretty basic loot, except for this part coming up here. So I'm like, all right, you know what? There's an ammo bag here. And that little floor drop. I'm like, haha, you'll never get me, floor. Screw you. We search in here. Sledgehammer. Again, don't really use it that much. I'm like, all right, well, let's go head back. Then crap. Hold myself a Spartan 85. Off goes my leg. So I quickly fashion up a splint here. We only needed 10 cloth. We had the duct tape and stuff. Got the splint going. Final stash. Got a biker helmet level 5, not too bad. Muffled connectors, diamonds. Ran back to Trader Boob as he was about to close up. Sold through all the stuff that we wanted to sell through, which is basically all the stuff I'm not going to be using. Bullet tips, stuff like that. Made our way back to Trader Rectum the next morning. Sold all the stuff we had stashed away. Got some 7.62 out of it, but the... Click the button, Steve. Impact driver. We picked up one of those because,
well, come to think of it, I do have a
next job we're going to do is going to be like gyms, alcohol, and ammunition, something like that. Horde night is upon us. Doing drugs. I even sang a song. Marilyn Manson, don't like the drugs, but the drugs like me. Pop the drugs. Pretty straightforward Horde night, you guys. You know, the base is working so well that I think the next thing we're going to do is add on to it. As soon as the hordes really increase, we're going to like add on our next stage. But for now, I found there's going to be some damage later on. And I really have to reinforce, get out of the cobblestone era for sure. But I got the SMG turret set up a little bit further away from me so it stopped friendly, that sound right there. It was friendly firing something. So I tried to shift it around a bit, and it on that left side there. So on the right side we have that blade trap working out beautifully, but now the left side we have this SMG turret. So both sides, both of the wiener uppy things, I've been putting in some work. They both have traps to kill zombies, and this was almost an AFK horde. I brought the pistol along because I wanted to burn through some 9mm ammo, and for the most part, I just found myself popping shells and popping rounds until the guys caught up in the electrical traps. So here you might hear the background. I was taking screenshots for the thumbnail, but I just wanted to also get another perspective of me being AFK while this base is in operation. And you'll notice down here, there it is, taking screenshots. You'll notice the tightrope support. There's a block missing. I don't know how that happened, to be honest, and I make a point of it here coming up. But I, am showcasing the fact that this accidental working awesome design is really efficient. We're not overly late in the game stage here, but there was no dogs, surprisingly. No dogs showed up this Horde night, but Big Mama, bless her heart, she came and gave her man some support. I loves me some Big Mama. But yeah, the Horde pretty easy peasy for the most part. Like right here, I'm AFK. Pretty fantastic stuff. All right, Steve, do something interesting. A lot of jokes. Did a lot of making fun of different characters in the game and what they're secretly thinking, who their affairs are with, all that fun stuff. But yeah, I don't know how that happened. It might have happened when I was whacking stuff out doing the electrical. Couldn't tell you. It's not the worst damage we're gonna get tonight. Jiggle physics off you go. Cops only became a problem, I want to say, around like 1:30 in the morning, and you'll see some damage caused by them. No spoilers, but yeah. So back in first person we go, and this is how I spent Horde night. Just shooting at clusters of zombies, getting some XP. But I think this is about the point where I was gonna say that Big Mama, my wife in real life, her and I play a lot of Grounded together, and that's just kind of our current game, and we're gonna play some Ark whenever we're done with Grounded. But I wanted to ask you guys the question, when you're playing with your significant other, what kind of games you guys play? We're not ready to move on to the next game yet, but some suggestions into what we should look forward to playing next, that'd be kind of cool. So drop that down in the comments section below if you'd be so kind. That'd be greatly appreciated. Trying to think of I edited all this part so I can do the voiceover. Trying to think of what's coming up here. I think this is just when the cops started to arrive, and we are at 2 in the morning. Sweet, cool beans. So yeah, this is exactly how I spent the Horde night. I did not have to do any melee whatsoever. Karachi was taking care of everyone that came up to us. I think it was the last episode we found the level 5 Karachi. He's not going to be playing a part in here. He's going to come on the road with me. But if you look really close, you can see some Big Mamas giving me some lovin's. Love me some Big Mamas. So yeah, if it wasn't for Horde night, I would not have scrapped would have scrapped the episode, but it is what it is, guys. And it's gonna be a nice little quick, easy peasy. I think this whole part is gonna be like under 9 minutes. I'm gonna go back. I can at least re-record after this, like the damage cost of the base. We'll do a proper goodbye. But we were able to get to the point where we could even sit there and look at our skill tree. That's how efficient this base has been. We ended up filling up the big and fast skill set here, just so our clubs were swinging faster. And I did do a couple swings, and it didn't feel fast, but it is what it is. Here we go. So yeah, it is what it is. So I made a comment about that, but this is where things start to get a little hairy here. So I'm shooting at the cops. I'm really trying to target the cops before everything else as they come up, so they don't explode. Again, repairing stuff is not overly expensive. Replacing it gets a little bit more expensive. So I wanted to make sure the cops are definitely targeted, and I think you're right there. We hear the explosion, and I see a block out of place, and boom. One of the blocks supporting that pillar ended up getting wrecked there. And we had a previous explosion on the staircase that we'll look at later. It was not detrimental to the integrity of the base, but that one got me a little bit nervous there. Again, we have the 2 upper parts, so I'm not, at the time, overly concerned, but we'll see the extent of the damage later here. But yeah, off to post-Horde Night Steve. Thank you. All right, thank you earlier today, Steve, for doing a voiceover from much earlier today, Steve, footage. So yeah, we're back at the Horde base here. I think I dropped some loot off over at the base already, right? Oh, it's still in here. So in case we didn't go over it, quite a few nudie magazines. We did get some crafting skills up a bit, but nothing to brag home about. So yeah, this is pretty much the loot from picking up all the bags, put all this stuff away. So I should probably get all this stuff back up because we have a lot to replace here. Like, holy moly. So yeah, the first explosion was a cop over in this region here. Let's get out the repair tool. That almost blew. Oops. Oh my gosh, what a disaster of a day. I've been fairly sick lately, and it's all just compounding. You know that feeling everything's compounding? Was that crotchy still going? Sweet, fantastic. But as far as damage goes, like, there wasn't significant damage over here. But one thing I wanted to point out, which I did point out in the voiceover, besides that goofball missing there, is this right here. Like, holy moly. If it wasn't for this ladder on the other side, like, this might have crumbled here. So I'm going to have to probably put up some more, like, skinny posts just to make sure that nothing bad actually happens. And I did notice on this side, some of the rungs of the ladder are gone. So I think we're going to have to start really focus on replacing all this stuff to concrete, get out of the cobblestone phase. And yeah, so that's going to be maybe the rest of day 30 for me, just because it's still fresh in my head. Like, we got to convert these to balls of steel at some point, you know, just because steel is pretty strong and these balls help support the towers. But yeah, it's, you know, it's getting to the point where Horde Knights are going to start getting a little dangerous here. So we really got to start getting our construction up here. Got to get our cobblestone out of here. Even start converting some of the things to steel. Some of the parts we've seen just are wrecked before. So maybe the top of the towers, they should probably be converted to steel shortly, because we're going to be getting in the danger zone pretty darn quick. But we do have the mission all the way over there. We're going to do that at the beginning of next episode. I really wanted to come back, re-record an ending since, well, you couldn't hear my original ending. What does that take? Right in the middle? That's cool. So yeah, Horde base, though, all in all, is working out really good. I don't think it would hold up to like a Horde every night scenario, but so far, like every 4 nights, yeah, we should be okay with that for now. And again, I'm thinking I might even start converting this into more of like a different style fighting platform. If the zombies can even get to us, we'll have to see when the hordes actually get intense enough for that. One thing I did notice while recording, though, it's so hard to like look to the left now, since I kind of built this squirrely little out thing for the SMG turret. Might fix that, might not. We'll see. You know, resources really depend on that. So let me replace this while it's still fresh in my head. Boom, as my wife's people say, sorted. So yeah, we're all sorted out here. Cool beans, fantastic. Yeah, really just from now on, I'm going to be converting most of this to concrete, if not steel. And we're going to carry on our merry little way. But that being said, I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are fantastic. I sincerely love all of you. If you stuck around this far in the video, thank you. I don't know why the microphone... OBS had an update recently. And I don't know, every time it updates, I get everything leveled out, and then it updates and it screws everything up. So that's where we are. But at least we're hopefully able to rebound from that. And I'll keep no, I did check audio. I checked everything. It wasn't on me. Okay? Okay. We're going to keep it that way. Thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate you. I'll catch you in the next one.